Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Amber Unfiltered. Today I wanted to talk about something from the movie Subservience on Netflix, but before I do that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you want to cash at me at Amber Unfiltered Show, that'd be greatly appreciated. So I don't have any notes for this, but I'm not going to do a movie review. I thought I was going to, but I don't think I really want to. It's not that deep. So this movie was really good. I know a lot of people shit on it and it has really low ratings, but I thought the concept of it was actually really good. Some of it was a little bit predictable and the ending was just like, okay, bitch, it's giving Megan part 2. But anyway, so Megan Fox stars in this movie. It's basically like this husband slash dad. He has one kid and then he has a new baby, and his wife ends up in the hospital for some medical issue. I'm not sure if she had like a heart attack or something like that, but she ends up staying in the hospital for a hot minute. What killed me was in the beginning, they made it seem like she had died because they weren't showing her, but maybe that's what they wanted us to think, like the death of the mother, or the removal of the mother, and how much it forced him to be the mom and the dad. So then he goes to like this IKEA like place, and they have different like robots there, like AI, and they can help with like, you know, housework and just like the flow and like the domesticated responsibilities. So he goes there looking for help, and his daughter like runs away upstairs as he's looking at one model and comes across Megan Fox's character who plays the AI. So she's like, please daddy, please, can we get it? So he does, and then all hell breaks loose. The robot basically adapts. Let me go back. The robot basically becomes conscious. She like overrides her programming, and she's very like self-sustaining and like self-sufficient, and she actually develops feelings for him, and all hell breaks loose. The wife is still alive, and she comes back home, and she basically tries to fucking kill the whole family. It's insane. So the guy who played the dad, he was fine as hell. Michelle Morrone. I'm about to show y'all a picture of this man. I said there is no reason on God's green earth that this man should be this motherfucking fine. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. Maybe it's just me. I'm also married to an Italian man, so I might be biased, but let me see if I can find a picture. I was like, who the fuck is who the model? Who is that? I was like, he fine. Hold on one second. I'm gonna look him up. He know he fine, I think. I was like, you know damn well. He cute. I don't know if I said his name right either. Okay, hold on. This is this mother. Hold on, let me show you a good picture of him. He fine as hell. Tell me this man not fine. But anyway, so I was like, yeah, I would have broke him off a piece of this cat bar too. But anyway, so I wanted to ask you guys a question. So I'm giving it away. So if you haven't watched the movie, you probably want to turn the video off. But he slips up and he has sex with the robot. So, or is intimate with the robot, I should say. Would you be able to forgive your husband if he did that to you? Me personally, I don't think I could, because it's still cheating. I don't care if it's with a physical human being or not. I just think that is so low. And I was like, I was in the hospital fighting for my life, and you thought that was a smart idea. You needed to relieve some tension. You better go look up, you know what website, and do what you need to do and take care of it. I just didn't like that. And then the robot felt entitled to remove, you know, obstacles. I'm not going to give too much of it away, but I was like, he literally put his whole family's life in danger for some AI pee. I was like, I don't like that. But then I was like, why did he slip so hard? I didn't like that part either. And it was a very interesting take on AI and how fast paced that world is growing. It's kind of scary a little bit to me. I'm not trying to be all conspiracy theorist or whatever, but it's weird. It's a double-edged sword. I'm not a huge fan of technology, but I know I use it every day, and I rely on it heavily to do the things that I want to do, like schoolwork, recording videos, answering emails, any basic computer functions. But then at the same time, it like kind of scares me. I'm like, I don't think I would want something like that in my house. Like, you know, like the Tesla robots that they're developing. To me, that's actually low-key scary. And I'm just like, bitch, I don't want something that looks like it could be me with metal in my house. That scares me to death. Like, I think a Roomba is different from like a droid, like, if that makes sense. But I don't know. It was very interesting, the points that it made about sexuality as well. And I wondered this too. I was like, would he have given her the time of day, the robot, if she wasn't as pretty as she was? Because Megan Fox is drop dead gorgeous. I've had a crush on her since I was like 12. if you didn't know that, you know that now. Like, I've always thought she was stunning. I don't really like what she's done to her face, all the surgery, all the fillers and stuff like that. She still looks good, but I'm just like, you had such a pretty face. You didn't need to do it. There was nothing wrong with you. But I understand the industry is based on looks, is based on beauty. That's how they book jobs. I'm totally aware of that. But I don't know. I was like, if she wasn't so sexy, if she wasn't so appealing, would he have still given her the time of day? Like, what if she was a thicker girl? What if she, you know, wasn't as gorgeous? Like, would he have still reacted the way that he would have? And I think she used her sexuality to an advantage. She knew that he desired her. And I think that it's fascinating that the movie is called Subservience because it's supposed to be her submitting to him, but really in reality, he's submitting to her. And I was like, damn, like, he can't think for himself. Actually, let me look up the definition of subservience. I think I had looked this up the other day. Hold on. So that way I can kind of further, he's so fun. So that way I can further emphasize my point. Yeah, subservience means the willingness to obey others unquestioningly. And that's definitely what he did to her. And I don't know. I kind of felt like he was attracted to her the moment that he saw her, and he probably tried to act like he wasn't. He kind of just treated her like the help, and then it was like, oh, you kind of fine. And I was like, I think he crossed the line with her. He shouldn't have been as inviting, but I think his guard was down because his wife was sick. He didn't know if he was going to lose his wife or not because there was a high chance. I think she needed like a heart transplant or something like that. So she was like on this waiting list, and she kept having issues. But then when she comes home, the robot fucking antagonizes her. I think she went by Alice because it was the daughter named her, I think, because the daughter really loved Alice in Wonderland, and it emphasized like going down a rabbit hole. And I definitely think that's what the dad/husband did. He went down a rabbit hole. I think I was like, why didn't he call family or friends? Why didn't he? I don't know. I was like, bitch, I would have asked for a human babysitter. I don't think I want an AI device. But it was very interesting too. She tricked him into resetting her, but really that reset her programming, and that made her more autonomous or more independent. And I was like, damn, she really got this man good, because again, she was sexy, she was appealing enough, she got his juices flowing. And it's just like, I was like, you literally got your wife and your 2 kids almost killed like several times. I was like, I don't fucking like this shit. Like, there was a scene, oh my god, I'm gonna give it away. There was a scene where she tried to drown the newborn baby because the baby was causing him to be stressed, because I don't think he was able to handle like being Mr. Mom. So she was just like, okay, I'm gonna eliminate the target, I'm gonna eliminate the object of concern or stress. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, imagine if the daughter hadn't gone to go see what the fuss was about, like the baby would have died. And then his wife comes back, she's using, you know, getting acclimated to being back home, getting used to her new heart and regaining her strength. She almost died too. And I'm like, you was willing to risk it all for a quick NUT? Like, oh, like, it made me so mad. But if you don't, if you haven't, I would say check out the movie. It's interesting. It's not the best movie. If I had to rate it, I would say like a 6.5 maybe ish, somewhere in there. But I liked actually the cinematography. It was very good. The score was very good. I actually thought Megan Fox crushed this. Like, she did a really good job playing the AI, like the tics and stuff like that, and the mannerisms, and how robotic she really was. I think she actually did a fantastic job. Everybody shits on her. I know that she's not the strongest actress, but I also wonder if she's just been reduced to her looks. People tend to overlook that she can act. There's not a lot of instances where I feel like I can say that she has, because I feel like, again, she's cast for her beauty. I don't think that the projects she's taken on in the past were directed super well. I think she's also used as eye candy, so I don't think she really gets a chance to show off her chops. But yeah, I thought Michelle Morrone did a good job as well, even though he was fine. So I said he can do whatever he wants to do. But anyway, I thought he actually did a great job. I've never heard of this guy. I've never seen him before, or maybe I have and I just don't remember. But I feel like I would have remembered that face, because again, he's drop dead gorgeous. But I thought he did a good job playing like a frazzled dad and a husband, and just like his range was actually pretty good emotionally. But people were shitting on this movie saying it wasn't that great, and I'm like, okay, well, if it wasn't that great, you can always turn it off. There's always something else you can watch. But I don't know, I just wanted to talk about that briefly for a second. For me, I would never be able to forgive Nick, because you still crossed the line, you still stepped out on me. And not only that, you did it in the sanctity of our home, and you put our family in jeopardy. Not saying that he would, but just using him as an example. Like, I would be so afraid. But what was interesting was the wife forgave him, and she did take him back, and then they went back home. I said, bitch, don't you know I would have packed my shit so fast? I would have been like, I need to hire some movers to go in there and pack it up for me, because just the memories and the robot like dominating the house and making everybody submit to her will, I was like, that would have scared me. Just the vibe or the energy of it, and the memories of what happened there, like, but anyway, I actually really enjoy the movie. I probably should stop being lazy and do a review, but I don't really want to. That means I'll have to watch it again. And I was like, bro, I'm not trying to do that. I just watched it for a good time. But anyway, I love you guys and see you in the next video. Bye.